Hi everybody, it's Dwight Cocran here. Today we're going to talk about article spinning and how to spin the right way. What we're going to talk about is how to leverage your content for link building. What is article spinning? Why should we spin our articles? And then how to spin an article to create valuable content. So what is article spinning? Article spinning is creating an article using code inside it. This code is known as syntax, and sometimes it's called spintax. Usually the syntax is the use of curly brackets and pipe symbols, like these in my example. Curly brackets, left and right, and a pipe. This code allows us to substitute many variations of sentences, phrases, words, etc. within the article, creating different versions each time we spin that article. So why should we spin our articles? Again, leverage. Leverage is the main answer for spinning. When we spin articles correctly, it allows us to create many unique articles which benefit us in a couple of ways. Human readable content that can be posted for SEO purposes with a link back to our websites, and the content is unique enough that it passes human reviews and also helps us to avoid duplicate content penalties. So let's take a look at an example. Let's take a sentence, recommended tips for spinning an article, and let's spin it on the sentence level. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a couple extra spins. So we have 3 different ones. Now we can take this and create many other variations just by doing another couple steps with that. So let's spin it on the word and phrase level. And that's another example I showed you. It's called nested spinning. I've created 3 variations of sentences, and then I nested spun the phrases and words within it, creating all these different variations that are showing up right now. So let's talk about what I've showed you so far. What I've just showed you is sentence, phrase, and word spinning, which are just 3 ways that we spin articles, but there are quite a few more. There's image and video spinning, HTML spinning, blank paragraphs, as well as paragraph spinning, and we also spin our contextual links and add links to images. Now, let's go into the Best Spinner, my favorite program for spinning an article, and let's show you how to spin an article the right way. Hi there, we're inside the Best Spinner now, and I got it loaded up with a private label rights article, and it was at 500 words, but I reduced it just down to 3 paragraphs now. It's about 250 words. This simplifies things a bit for this tutorial. So we're just in the interface, the way it opens up in the Best Spinner. You have all these different tab or icons across the top you can play with. We're not going to be using any of those right now. We'll come back and probably use a couple of them later. And then you have these selections down at the bottom here as well, where it lets you do spinning in different ways. Right now it's in word and phrase. You can go through and spin each word and click on suggestions down here, but we're not going to do that right away. You can also go through. It'll let you spin one sentence at a time. It shows the original sentence here and also here, and you can add a new one here, and it'll add it up into this window with using spintax. The next selection, you can go through paragraph by paragraph and spin it as well. Again, it shows you the paragraph here, and then in this box you can type in and add your alternative paragraphs. You can tab through, it'll select everything. You can shift tab and go back. You can do that for all these settings. Tab and shift tab, go back. Word and phrase, same thing. Tab, Shift tab, go back, and then showing the right word count now. Well, I guess it's working again. So what we're going to do is use this, what's called the super spinner, to get going in this article. The first thing I like to do is I spin the title. I do that from 6 to 10 times, and then after that's all done and we spin all the paragraphs and sentences, we'll come back and spin all the words and phrases within the titles and all the paragraphs and sentences. So first thing I'm going to do then is going to launch Super Spinner. Actually, the first thing I'll do is go back here and I'm going to copy this article because we need to copy it to put it in the Super Spinner. So launch the Super Spinner. I'm going to paste the article in here. We want to go to the Paragraph tab, and now it's got all the paragraphs selected here, or showing here. We can select one at a time, go through, and here it's showing each paragraph, so we can add another box here for each time we want to add a different variation. So let's add, I just added 2, let's add a couple different titles. So let's go remove tattoos by laser, tattoo removal by lasers. That's a couple of variations. I'd usually do quite a few more than that, but we can just keep going down. And if you go over here now into the spun tab, you'll see that it's automatically spun in 2 extra titles. So we go back to paragraphs, select the next one. So what I usually do is I would rewrite this paragraph and the last paragraph a couple more times, and then we'll go back and spin the sentences within those paragraphs 2 more times. So you would just add a box here and go through the paragraph and start rewriting the paragraph. So let me pause the video. I'll come back after I've written that paragraph. I'll come back. So I spun this paragraph a couple of times. You can see it here. There's 3 in total, and if I go to the spun tab, you can see now that it's added 2 versions of the first paragraph. And then if you come down, you have the second and third paragraph that haven't been spun in any way yet. So that shows how I've spun paragraphs. Now let's go in and we can spin on the sentence level. So we come in here, and this tab here, or this icon, just click and you can go in and spin on the sentence level. Actually open a new window and we'll do that. So again, it has a drop down that shows each of the sentences within that paragraph, and we can add different variations here by clicking this plus icon. And so the first one we want to add 2, so we want to add 2 variations, and in here we want to rewrite that sentence 2 times. So let me do that, and I'll just pause the video and come back. Hi, so I've spun this first sentence of this paragraph a couple more times. In this sentence here, I've actually wrote 2 sentences instead of the 1. So now we have an extra sentence in that paragraph. When it's spun, it randomizes also the paragraph and the words in the paragraph, but now it also randomizes the amount of sentences in that paragraph, which creates more uniqueness. So we can see I've done the 3. We'll click close. That should be added to this spin now. If I go here, you go in, I can see that I've spun the sentence once, again here, and then again here, and you can see it, the second sentence to there. So the first sentence has been spun 2 more times, and the second time I spun it, I did 2 sentences instead of just 1. So we can go back into paragraphs, go to the next one. Actually, we want to still be spinning sentences within this one. So let's go back in here. This one's done once. So we select the second paragraph or second sentence within that paragraph. We want to add a couple more boxes, and then I'll pause this and spin it again. Add the 2 extra sentences. Be back in a bit. So I've spun this one sentence 2 more times. Again, I added the 2 boxes, and that added some variations. We can close this again, go into the spun article, and now the second sentence, which you can see here, has been spun. There's the original, and spin it once, and then there's the second spin there. So now we just got 1 more sentence, 2 more sentences to spin in that paragraph. So let's go back. Let's select sentence spinning. Go into the next paragraph, because we've done, well, that's the first one. The second one's done. Go to the third one. We don't have to keep going back after we do this. I just wanted to show you what it looks like in the syntax. So again, I'll add 2 boxes. Let me pause this and I'll come back. Hi there, back again. Got that one all spun out. Again, we had the original sentence, spun it twice, and we can go on to the next sentence. That's 3 out of the first 4 done. Again, we'll click add 2 boxes, and I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back. So I got those sentences spun as well, and that is all the first paragraph spun. I'll just close this. We'll go back into the spun article. You can see, it's starting to get pretty long here. So even the last one right here, this sentence is the original, and this sentence here is a spun version of that one. And then it's spun here again, and you can see what I've done here is, instead of writing just 1 sentence in a different way, I actually broke it up into 2 sentences. Again, that increases your uniqueness when outputting your spun articles. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the rest of this article. I'm going to spin all the sentences, and then I'll come back to the video. So that's all done now. I went through the article and I spun all the sentences a couple more times each. This is what it's created. It's pretty long. So now let's move this into the editor so we can start working on phrase spinning, word spinning, and also adding some blank paragraphs or blank sentences into the articles as well. Let's do that now. Okay, so we've moved it over to the article editor. What it's done is create a new article, so let's just save that. And we'll call that that. And now we can work on spinning it further. Just give me, why not? Let's take a look at what we got so far then. So it's saying we had 274 words, which I guess is a roundabout way to just average out the words that are within this article. It's saying now that we're 64% unique, which we'll be able to increase quite a bit when we start doing word and phrase spinning. And let's just take a look at some of the output, what we're getting. So here we have 1 spin, different title. This paragraph is much different because remember I've spun this first paragraph with 2 other paragraphs and also respun the sentences in those other 2 paragraphs. So we have lots of uniqueness there. So let's just run through. Again, we have a different output. Another one. Another one. So we start with the same sentence here, but these are spinning. Again, different one. These are spun different. You can see that the lengths are changing as well in these. So that's because we've added extra sentences sometimes. So we're a long ways ahead of where we've begun already. So let's start going through, and we can start spinning the words and phrases. So I just come back to the regular spin tools, and we'll do it from here. So we've got it set on word and phrase. We can just start going through and selecting words that make sense within the sentence. So what you have to do when you're going through and spinning is read it out in your mind or out loud and see that it actually reads well. If it doesn't read well, then you're better off not to use the suggested word or phrase synonym. Best just to leave it alone, because if it doesn't read well, you're not going to get accepted into article directories. And again, if you want traffic from your articles and that, the better they read, the more traffic you'll also get, and I think you'll also rank better if your grammar is better. So of course there's nothing for laser, so I'm just going to hit tab. We can go to tattoo. So does it make sense? Laser tattoo removal, laser tattoo design removal, makes sense. Laser body art removal, no. I think we'd just like to keep tattoo in that one. How about removal? Laser tattoo removal, laser tattoo removing, don't like that. Laser tattoo removals, sure, we can plural that. And I think that's all that makes sense for that. So we'll go through, remove tattoos by laser, eliminate tattoos by laser, makes sense. Get rid of tattoos by laser, that makes sense. Eradicate, sure, that makes sense too. Do away with, makes sense too. So now we've already got 5 different spins on that one, which creates a huge amount of different titles already. So let's go to the next one. Remove tattoos by laser, remove body art or tattoo designs by laser, that works. And let's go by laser, by means of, don't like. Through laser, remove tattoos simply by laser, don't like. Just by, via laser, that works. Through the process of laser, basically, choose your best judgment. I don't like the way a lot of those sound, but like I said, normally I would create about 10 different titles and then go through like this and spin them, so you'd have a lot more uniqueness. So we'll go to the next one. Tattoo design removal by lasers, by, through lasers, by way of lasers, that sounds okay, or via lasers. So that's done. So let's go through the next. Again, we got word and phrases here. I think the first one here is a 3-word phrase. So research has shown that nearly half of those between ages of 18 and 40 have a tattoo or several tattoos. So research has shown. Well, you can actually, let's go over this here first. You can spin the phrase, so we can select these, or you can tab again and it'll come back and we can spin the words. Study, investigation has shown, exploration, researching. So I like the phrases better. Research has revealed, I like that. Research shows, that works well. Studies have shown, that works. Studies have revealed, studies show, that works. That's pretty much all of this. So that gives us quite a lot of variety on that one. So we go that nearly, that just about, half of those between, that nearly half, that of which will, no, that nearly, almost half, that works. just about half of those between, that close to half, that works. That approximately, that works. Roughly works. So that works really well. Let's go to the next one. Half of those, half of 50% of those, that works. %, that roughly 50%, no, that doesn't work. You could spin that into 50% of those, of individuals between, that works. Of people, that works. Between the ages of, between, that works. 18. So usually if I have numbers like this, you don't want to spin and have a word go in and then have a number beside it. I think that looks really stupid and obvious. So if you want to spin this, you want to do it manually. 18 and 40, you can go 18 and 40 like that. Just add it. Of course, my program just had a hiccup. I don't know if we can fix that. Let's see. Let me just pause it for a sec. I'll come back. Alright, so I'm back. That worked. So you can see what I mean here. 18 and 40, 18 and 40. Or you can even spin that again with a couple different numbers, like say 19 and 50. You know, just add a bunch of variety to that. So it's not the same. I would do it more than twice like I have though. So I'm going to tab onto the next one. Have gotta, that's really bad English. 18 and 40, have a, get a, have a nice tattoo or several tattoos. Feature, possess, have access to, obtain. Not many phrases there. How about have? Possess a tattoo. Currently have a tattoo. 18 and 40 now have a tattoo. That works. 18 and 40 already have a tattoo or several tattoos. That works too. Just going to save this. Some have some sort of a tattoo or several tattoos. That's good. Have the, any, a new, a good, a fabulous, a real, a suitable, an actual. So I don't see anything else that works in there. A tattoo, or have some sort of tattoo design, that works. Or have some sort of body art, also works. It's almost like an LSI keyword for tattoo. Google likes LSI keywords. Or there might be use some slang, have a tat. Also ink. Ink is sometimes common. I'm not going to use that there. Or perhaps have some sort of a tattoo design, or maybe several tattoos. Or sometimes several tattoos. Several, numerous, perhaps some sort of tattoo, or several tattoos, or numerous tattoos, or a variety of tattoos. That works. Tattoo design or tattoo designs. That works. So that shows you how I go through phrase by phrase. You can see that it does take quite a while. It actually takes quite a lot longer to go word and phrase spinning than it does to spin the sentences. But on a 500 word article, it usually takes a couple hours to go through all this. So let me pause the video. I'm going to go through all this and come back after it's done. So I'm back. I got it all the whole article's spun here, which took quite a while. You guys are be happy I didn't bore you with showing you the whole thing, but I think now we can go through and show you a couple of other things we can do to increase the uniqueness in that. We can add in our anchors and images, videos, and alt tags to those using the keywords that we want to use for our anchors, the ones we've already researched. So here's the article. You can see it's gotten pretty long actually. It's saying it's 318 words at 89% unique. Let's just go into the publish, generate, and compare, and let's actually see what we're averaging right now. I think we can do better probably, but let's just check 25 and generate those out. Let's see what it's on average here, what we're coming up with. We're getting some pretty good numbers. You can see we got 88, 89, 77, 97, 97. Well, got some pretty high uniqueness on this. We're down to 73 on one. Seems, I don't know if we got anything a lot lower than that. Up to 99, that's great. 85, 79, 77. So about 77, 72 is the lowest I've seen. I think, well, done really well so far. And it gives you each a version here of the ones it's comparing. And then if you want to, you can also click in these boxes down here, and these will compare article 1 and article 2 to each other. Show you the articles, and these are the same, where the same words are showing up. That's a pretty short article, so it looks like it's worse than it really is. But I think we've created a really good article here. So let's go ahead now and add some other things. Let's go over, if you wanted to spin out a paragraph. Let's say you wrote an extra paragraph after the last paragraph. Let's just, you did another paragraph here, and you wanted to just spin that in every third output or so of this article. You could do that quite easily. We can just go add a spin bracket around it, up a couple pipes, and another bracket, and then this will spin out every third time. If you want to do it 25%, you can just add another pipe, and then once every fourth spin, you would have this last paragraph spinning in. And you could do that with any paragraph in here that makes sense to eliminate. You could even add that extra paragraph in the middle here and have it spin out. So this way you vary the length of the article a lot and the content. And you could also rewrite one of these paragraphs and do it in point form. Take the content and just write your heading and then create a point form, and then you can do list items, which is bullet points like that. You could put your content there. We can do it again. List item, content, and then let's say that's your content and you want it to spin in every third time or so. We can do the same thing. Let's go back to spin. Let's just go just go like this. Add a bracket. We'll add, say that we want that 25% of the time. We'll just add 3 pipes. And you can do that, or you could, so now you've created a whole bunch of unique content that way that looks different. You don't want it to be spun in every article like this with bullet points and that, because then you start leaving a footprint. But if you take one of your paragraphs, like I said, and rewrite it into a bullet point form, then you could spin that in with that other paragraph. And if you did it a couple different ways, you would have a nice little bit of spun content to add there that adds uniqueness as well. Sometimes you can add headings and bold them. I prefer not to do this because I think it leads more of a footprint. I think you're better off spinning a paragraph more than once and in different ways using the bullet points. And another way is in the middle of a paragraph. Let's say we take this last paragraph here. Let's just copy that. Actually, where is it in? We're going to get a problem. I'm going to get a problem here copying this. But let's see, right there. To here. Copy that. Let's just create a new article, spin it in. I don't think there's any errors in that right now, but let's say we paste that in again, and then we find where our sentences end. Let's change this into another paragraph like that. So now we've got two paragraphs on that one, and we got one paragraph here, but they're both spun with the same content. But we can spin these together now using that. We don't want a blank paragraph, just that. And if we copy that and put it in our, well, I'll just show you the output of that first. Let's just do that. So we should spin. Oh, we got an error. So where's the error? I think I need another bracket down here. Let's see. Does that fix it? Nope. One more. This is the problem with after you copy content out. Let's see if that fixed it. There we go. So I got one paragraph. Do it again. Got that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. So it's not spinning the way I wanted it to. What did I do wrong? I think it's not adding the extra paragraph there, which should be, where'd it go? Alright, it eliminated my paragraph here. Where did we insert that? There's one. Oh, okay. So that's spun, sentence. Can't find it. Okay, so that's the same. That's the same. There's our second one. Now, where's it into a sentence? Spin, 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 right there. So let's see if we can add a paragraph there. Go like that. We should get a different output here. There we go. So you can see now we got two paragraphs. So that increases your paragraph length, the amount of paragraphs in the article, if you want to do that, and instead of just having one solid paragraph. So we can split that out. So the next thing we can do is we can add our anchor text. So we take our, I've already sourced these keywords. The way I did that was I went to Google AdWords keyword tool. I put in my word or phrase I wanted to search. Just put it to United States. You can put it to whichever country you want to do your search for. And then Google came back with 800 keywords. I went through and selected some that I thought were appropriate. I went here, view as text, just click that, it pops it up, you can select there, copy it, come back, paste it in a new article, and then we want to create those into anchor tags. So I'll just take those, do this, spin again, no blank paragraph, those are my anchor tags, and then we can add our anchor text to that. Close that out. It likes to add its own code here, so we'll just close that out for some reason. Okay, so we just add our URLs we want to put in here. So if you wanted to spin in some different URLs, you could do the same thing. Let's just go and get a couple URLs here. See if we got any. Didn't get any. Alright, try that again. Must be being blocked or something right now. Let's see. Let's go back to, let's do a search. All in title. Laser tattoo removal. Come back. Let's just do a couple of these. Let's just take that one. Come back here. Come back, get another one. Get one more. Just okay. So we need HTTP/ for those. Let's spin these together. No blank paragraph. Cut those out. Insert them in here. Paste. There. So that's our anchor text. Our anchor text already. Just show you the output. It'll spin the link and the anchor text. You can see it creates a link. So let's take that and let's put it into our article in the spots we want to put it. Go in our article. Now I've already went through the article and my anchor text is down in the third paragraph. Yours may be in the first paragraph, in the second paragraph, or wherever you like. There's also ways you can spin it into different paragraphs. You would just create another copy of this article. You can add it below your first article, select it all, spin them together, and you've created the same article twice, but now you can insert your anchor text into different places within those two different articles. So what I'm going to do here is just insert my anchor into the bottom of this article. I have it in the last paragraph here. And I'm going to have to do it 3 times because I have 3 different sentences with the anchor text in it. So when it's spun out each time, it'll select one of those 3 sentences. So I have one here, laser removal. So I want to add my anchor text there. I'll have it again in the next sentence. It's actually right here. I've got it spun in here. Just go from there to there. Delete that. So we can paste it in here. Let's 2 times, and then my last one is right here. There. So I've inserted it 3 times. So when we output now, we should get an article with my anchor in it 3 times. Well, once, but it'll come up in a different place within this paragraph, in a different sentence. So it's right there. Spin it again. Let's see. Right there. Spin it again. Right here. What if we spin it again? There. Good. You can see. So that's done. Now we need to add some images and videos into this. We can also take a step back here, and these same keywords I'm going to use as my alt tags in my images. So let's go back and get them from here. Copy those. Go back, best spinner. Let's add them here. I'm going to spin those all together. Now I have my alt tags. Now, the way I get my videos, which I have here already, and my images, which I have here already, I use a program called Content Machine, which is right here. With what Content Machine lets me do is it'll go out and generate content based on the keywords that I input into it, which is here. So I've put my tutorial laser tattoo removal. It goes out and sources the internet and puts together a whole spun article. I use this for my tier 2 campaigns, not my tier 1s. So I won't go into a lot of details on Content Machine right now. But what it also does is it allows you to add media into your spun content. It'll add images and it'll add YouTube videos. So I like to use it because then I don't have to go and source each of these URLs myself. It'll do it all for me. You could also use Scrapebox to do it, but at least with using Content Machine, it puts the content all together for me. So then I'll come into the article that it spins for me, and you can see right here, here's all the YouTube videos it's inserted into the article. So I'll come in and I'll grab all those, copy them, go back to the best spinner, create a new article, and paste it in. Now I'll save that into the folder that's appropriate for the project so I can use them again in another date. Again, I'll go through in Content Machine, and what it does is it sources a whole bunch of different images based on the keyword I put in. Again, I'll go and I'll select them, copy them all, go back to the best spinner, create another new article, paste them all in, make sure they're all spun in the syntax properly. So now each time I get a new image. So I have my videos, I have my images done, and I also now need some code so I can insert these into the article. What I like to do is I like to spin in just either one image or one video per article. You can add more by just pasting your spin code into different places within the article. If you want to add one image, you can paste that in separately. And if you want to add a video into your article as well, just paste it in a different location. And then each time it's spun, you're going to get a different output with a image and a video, or one image, one video in each of the outputted articles. So what I've done is I also created some code here that I like to use to insert my images. It actually adds some more randomness to the images by spinning the code within. It's hard to explain that. Well, I've created this code which will spin different elements of the HTML for each time it posts an article. So we have different outputs. Now you can see here I have image, I have border, align right. I'll put the source of the image there. It'll spin in a different alt tag, and I also spin the width of the videos. Not the videos, but the images are all spun. So this time we have a 3 pixel border aligned right. The alt's not there yet, and it's 275 pixels wide. This time the image source is first. We have alt tag second, border 0, align right, width of the image 175 pixels. I can do it again. Image, border 3 pixels, align left, source, alt, width 280. So you can see each time it posts an image, it's going to have a bit of different code with it, and a different URL and alt tag as well. So let's take this. We need to input each of the elements in here now. So let's start with the alt tags, which are these, using our anchor text. If you want to get more, you can scrape more using, go into scrape box, and you can scrape more by going into the scrape keyword scraper, type in your keyword, and let scrape box go out and grab you a whole bunch more. I didn't use these because I didn't think any of these are relevant to what the article is about. But so do that. Go back here, copy those, go back to the image source code. I'll include this as a download underneath the article on my website if you're looking for this code, along with all the article, the demo article I created, the links I used, and the keywords will also be there, and the image URLs and YouTube video URLs I'll also put there. You can have all the access to everything that I've created here. So let's go back here. We've got those copied. Go here. Let's insert those into all the alt tags. Once more. Okay, let's show you the output now. So now I got a different alt tag, another alt tag, another alt tag. You can see how it's spinning the alt tags for us. Now let's do the same thing again using the image URLs. We'll take all these, copy them, go back here, and every time there's a source we need an image. There, find the next one right here, and once more right here. Okay, so when we output that, we're going to have a different image, different anchor, and a different code. Again, different image, different anchor, different code. You can see here. Might be a slow URL there. There we go. You can see with the border, 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 different image, different alignment, different alignment, another different image. Okay. So now I want to do is I want to spin all this with my YouTube videos so it only outputs either no image or video, or one video or one image per article. That's all I want to do. So let's just go in my new article. Let's clear this out of here. Let's take my YouTube videos, copy those, go here, add those. Go down a bit. Select all this. Now, oops. Select all that. Copy. Paste that here in the new paragraph. And then we want to select everything, spin together, and yes, we want to add a blank paragraph. So you can see what it's done here. It's added a pipe symbol with nothing after it, which is going to add a blank paragraph. I'm just going to bring that up a bit, like that. Now we want to select all this code. Copy. Let's save this as a download for you as well. Let's go images and videos. Images, videos, and blank paragraph. Do that. Let's copy all this. Let's go back to our article. Where do we want to put it? If we want to put it in the first paragraph, let's just put it right there. I'm adding it after the spin bracket for my titles. So just go there. So now let's test it. So it came with no picture in that one. You can see there. Go again. It's added an image. You can see it there. You can see it right here. Back again. Spin again. It's added a video this time. You can see the video. It doesn't, for some reason, the best spinner, when you go to HTML preview, it doesn't format very well. I don't know if that's lack of div tags and that, but at least it shows you your link is active, and it shows that it's inserted your image or video there. So that's all working. So that's done. We can save that, and our article spinning is complete. Oh, actually, one more thing I want to talk about is what you want to actually do is add some competitor, well, not competitor, some authority links in here as well. And the way, not in the paragraph where your anchor is, but you can add it to the other paragraphs using LSI keywords using the same keywords. And you can do that by, well, we can find some URLs to add by using Scrapebox. If you have Scrapebox, we use the all entitled tag, and we can use our keywords to find those URLs by doing some harvesting. Now, what I would do is take these anchor keywords we have. Let's grab them from Google again. Go like this. Copy those. Go back to Scrapebox. Let's input all these. Now, so before we do any harvesting, we want to add the all entitled tag here. The way I do that, which is another file I'll put in underneath the article on the website so you can download it, is this merge function in Scrapebox. What it'll do is add the all entitled tag automatically to in front of all your anchors or your keywords here. That saves quite a bit of work by typing it in or pasting it in individually, especially if you have hundreds or thousands of keywords here. So we just go there. I'm just going to grab it. And it's this one, all in title. Add that. You can see it added all in title, all in front. So we just have to hit harvest. We'll go out. Let's Scrapebox do its thing. We'll just stop it there to show you. And then here we have a whole bunch of relevant websites for these anchor tags. You can copy those, bring them back into the best spinner, spin them all together like I did in this part here with your URLs and your anchor tags, and then go back into your article, find an appropriate place within the article using those anchor tags or LSI keywords, and paste them in. Like here, you could say, if you were just going to link to tattoo sites, you could do that. Just select these two here, insert your anchor code into that spot. You'd have to do it into each sentence here, so go back once for that sentence, find where it's spun, do it again here for the, like right here for those. Then we want to go once more, so we look at that, go into the next sentence and try to find, I guess right here, and again we could put that there. So now that's an anchor going out to an authority site for that keyword. And if you have a long article, you might want to do it one more time. So have one anchor going to your website, have one anchor in another paragraph going to another authority site, and then do it again linking out to an authority site. Now there's one more thing that we could do to create links to our sites, which I don't use very often, but you could do, is you could link all these images or a random image to your website as well. That way it's not an anchor, a keyword targeted anchor tag. It's just an image link, and that again adds variety of types of links coming into your website, which is very good for SEO. So I think that wraps up everything. What I'll do is include all these files underneath the video and the article on my website, and if you've got any questions, just post them in the comments there, and please share this video and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Take care.